folks, TJ here, hiding behind this box, and you're going, what the heck is in this box? Forewarning, I do have one of my cats there. Normally when I try to do videos, oh, I'm about to sneeze, I put the cats upstairs because this one is like Cujo, even though Cujo's a dog. It's hard to make videos when you have pets swirling around you. They're like sharks with blood. What am I going to open today for you, unboxing? Is it tech? Technically, yes. Is it tech that us nerdly 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, retro, vintage computer nerds would enjoy? I really think so, because the majority of you, I reckon to say, probably partake, not in booze, although you probably do, but you partake in what I call soda. Here in the United States, there's two different areas. There's soda, and then there's pop. I've got cousins that call it pop. We've always called it soda, or soda pop. I've used both, but not just pop. I don't think I've ever called it just pop. What the hell am I talking about? I'm talking about what's in this box. It's called Sparkel. I'm going to use a key word here. Have you heard of the word SodaStream? It is probably the biggest, baddest company that's been making soda machines for ages for the home. And I've always wanted to get a soda machine. And there's one big name, SodaStream, so I did explore those. Then there's Ninja. We own a number of things. Right here, I've got a Ninja dual-sided air fryer. Wonderful. We've had a number of Ninja machines over the years. This thing gets used a lot. You know when you go out and buy an appliance, and you think you're going to use it a lot, and then it sits, and in your heart. You used it once or twice, and that's it. We use an air fryer multiple times a week. So it has been, and we've been on this thing for a couple years now. It is great. But we've been wanting a soda machine because we like soda. Dang it. I mean, I shouldn't be drinking sugary things. I shouldn't eat sugary things. And we do get our little crystal lights and put it in regular water and drink it, and it's fine. But there's those nights, on a Friday night, you go, you know, I really need something that's going to quench my thirst, but give me a little bit of uppity feeling, you know? And that's what carbonation does for me. It's just something about drinking a good Coke or a good Pepsi or whatever soda's your flavor, chugging it down right after you twist that little bottle cap off or pop it open in an aluminum can. It tastes really good. And yeah, we want to continue drinking soda, but is there a healthier way to be able to do that, yet still be able to pillage in the unhealthy territory periodically? And so we started exploring. There's SodaStream. There's the Ninja Thirsti that's out that takes these. You can put up to 2 little cartridges in and you can mix and do drinks. But the problem with SodaStream and the Ninja Thirsti and the clones, I'll call them, or the companies that make all these different things, is they take CO2 cartridges. Think of your best Benjamin BB gun or pellet gun as a kid. I only had a pump-up one, but my richer friends had CO2 ones. And you get a little CO2 cartridge and you stick it in there, and wow, did it do a wallop on those pellets or BBs. I never owned one. I never had anything that had a CO2 cartridge. But these soda machines take a big CO2 cartridge. And what does that mean? They only last so long, and you have to send them back if you want to get credit for buying a new one, kind of thing. It's a recycling program, which means you're a lot less self-capable. You're going to have to rely on those CO2 cartridges, and it takes up. Not everybody's going to recycle them too. We would, because we tend to take recyclables and cardboards, and we recycle mostly everything you can and take it to our local dumps every couple of months into boxes and plastics. And even though they don't give you money for a lot of it, we still take it in. But I didn't want to deal with CO2 cartridges, sending them back, getting new ones, the cost of it. It just seemed like a headache. So we never got a SodaStream. We never got a Ninja Thirsti. So I started exploring, and as I explored, I came across, what happens if we become scientists and make our own CO2? Well, there are companies that you can take and buy a big bottle and take it to a local company that can fill your big CO2 tank, but there's a little danger involved. Those things can, for lack of a better word, explode or poke your eye out, kid. They could be a little dangerous, and I don't want to take it someplace. But is there another way we can become mad scientists and make our own CO2? Well, yes, there is. Kind of a baking soda, citric acid mix. And you heard the word acid, you're thinking, oh, God, you don't want to deal with that. But believe it or not, it's over-the-counter stuff. Baking soda and citrus acid. We'll try to use the real words later. But you mix the two together, and they make a reaction of the little bubbly CO2 stuff. And is there a machine that you can mix A, mix B, and it does that reaction for you, and you never have to replace a big CO2 cartridge? Believe it or not, there is one, and it's called Sparkel. Sparkel by, what's the name? By Boneo? B-O-N-N-E, big O, it looks like. Boneo! Sparkel Beverage System. So if you're here and you're one of my 8-bit techie people, you're probably going, I like the sodas, and I spent a lot of money on the sodas. I wouldn't mind making a soda a little cheaper, and maybe once in a while do my own fruit infusion things that are not high on the sugar. I make my own things. You could do that with this too. So, and my wife and I are trying to be a little bit more healthy. We're up in our later 50s. There's times we go, we gotta cut out the sugars. And is there a way to do that? My wife loves tea and stuff, so she can get by with just a little fruity tinge, and it tastes okay. Me, I do like my more sugary drinks, but I think at least it will allow me to explore making my own concoctions that may be a little better for me, being able to buy syrups, like a Pepsi syrup, and make my own Pepsi if I want to make it on those days that I'm being a little bad. This Sparkel may be it. I don't know yet. I've never tasted a Sparkel one, but we decided to not get the SodaStream, not get the Ninja Thirsti, even though they looked great. I just didn't like the idea of buying these CO2 cartridge things for a long time. And if I can mix packets of things in a machine, like a coffee maker, and it make the carbonation and make a drink that I can drink that's got little bubblies in it, it excited me. So this is an unboxing, this first video. The next video will be me maybe using it for the first time or second time. I may take a while to use it for the first time and then make a video of showing you how it is and then do a taste test and say, was it worth it? This is more expensive. You can buy cheap SodaStreams cheaply. Then, of course, you've got the routine of having to buy the CO2 cartridges. With this, you're still buying the concoction A and B, although technically, and I won't do this, I would say at least for a while. I tend to stay by the rules, not always, but at first I'm going to start by the rules by buying their packets. In fact, I purchased 90 of their pack A, pack B's, you mix them together thing. We'll see how it goes, but technically you can go out and in bulk and buy baking soda and this particular citric acid stuff, and mixed in the right measures, it does the same reaction. So if the shit ever hits the fan and I can't buy packet A and B anymore, I may have to buy my citric acid and baking soda and do my own. So it's at least available as an option. So the box this is the box it came in. So normally when you buy through Amazon, a lot of things come in a bigger box. This came this way. So I always worry that if there's not a lot of protection around something, because there are a few dents on here, that something inside gets beaten up. Hopefully that's not the case. But this came as you're seeing it. A big box that says the word Sparkel on there. Sparkel Beverage System. It's got measurements. I'm not going to read that. It's designed in Canada, but made in China. I'm fine with that. A lot of great and wonderful Chinese folks. It's not the government we're talking about here. Most of everything you're watching this on using is China. If there's a way that China and U.S. could be more friendly and they not do bad things that make you not want to like some stuff they make, we're not going to go there. But needless to say, the phone's ringing. But we're going to let it ring. So I don't mind Chinese goods at all. There's a lot of good tools, a lot of good products, and they make a lot of good things. So as long as we're all on an equal playing field, I'm perfectly fine with that. You may not like that, but that's your problem. But yeah, so anyway, the box, and it's got a little picture showing you kind of what this box is all about by Boneo. And so let's open this thing up. I took the liberty of popping the top open. And so immediately greeted by some paperwork and a big styrofoam corrugated bun thing, which I'll throw over here. And I'll shift this over here because we're going to quickly show you. This is a new Sparkel. It has an upgraded pump. This allows 1 to 4 to be 30 seconds faster and new max level to be even bubblier. So this machine technically, compared to the CO2 ones, is slower. There's different levels of bubbles, 1 to 5. And if you choose the 5, it's going to take many minutes. If you choose the 1, it's a lot quicker. I heard that the number 3 is a good medium that takes 2-3 minutes or something, and it bubbles your drink. I'm perfectly fine with that. It gives you time to, like your coffee machine, you do your thing, and it takes you 2 or 3 minutes to make a coffee. So it came with this little piece of paper that kind of says, hey, I've got the upgraded one. So that's sweet. Then it came with get free shipping and discounts, register for your warranty. Okay, so it's got a big barcode. I need to scan that. Less plastic waste, more Sparkel, reducing our carbon footprint, and 1-to-1 plastic offset pledge. So on this other side, they have some kind of environmental things that they're throwing into the mix. Apparently, this comes with a 1-year replacement warranty as long as I scan my code and visit the website and register it. This has also come with a Sparkel safety and warranty guide. How many of you read your warranty guides? 0. 0.1. There's always one anal person out there that will read it. Good for you. Okay, Sparkel. Let's get bubbling. I was going to say building, but it's bubbling. I'm a bubbly guy, right? That's probably why I like my bubbly drinks. So it's got a user manual, which I will peruse later. The flavor possibilities are endless. Mix infused Sparkel. Cool. Okay, so now let's tilt this downwards and then pull this out. Shimmy. You ever get those things that you really can't pull out? They're really suctioned in there. And there's nothing else in the bottom, although there is this thing. Is this just for protection, or is there something in here? It seems empty, but there's nothing in here. I better open this quick. Do I got a splinter in my hand? You know, I may have not started this recording, and I'm not going to go look at it. I'm going to turn a new leaf. I'm going to say, did I start this recording? But I'm not going to go look. I think I do have a splinter or something. Yeah, this is just a cart. I didn't even need to slit that. This was just to protect it. I chose the red one, not because I had to. They had 4 different colors. 5, I think. Red, purple, white, black, and a blue. They were out of the blue. They were out of the white. They had basically red and purple. And I said to the wife, does the red match the ambiance of our kitchen? And she goes, yeah, we've got a few red accents in there. So I went with the red. So let's go ahead and open this thing. It comes in its own little plastic protector. A sheath, if you will. And we're going to open this thing up. Pull down its... I was going to go there. Pull down its drawers. I got to go! And then... I don't want to pull this out yet because I don't want to break anything. There's tape. It's like a laser printer. You buy a laser printer and you got tape holding the doors shut and everything. There's all sorts of blue tape and everything on here. So let me just kind of show you... do I need... This is how it's come. So it's got paperwork in here. This appears to be held in by this. I'm going to stick these on the box over here. Oh, I still want to go look and confirm I started the recording. I want to do it, but I do! No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, and then there's this one. And 2. So my videos are typically long like this. There's somebody going, just start the damn machine. Go use it. A lot of people like the commentary. They like seeing silly people being silly and witty all at the same time. Okay, and there's another piece of tape. And then this I'm thinking should just pull out. Yeah, kind of like our Nespresso machine. This will hold water. For now, it's holding the packets I was talking about earlier. The A and the B, they're lettered A and B. So if you know A, B, what's the next letter? L. You got to read a little bit. So even if you're, I don't want to go there. So you got the little packets. In the water vestibule that fits right back here, there is a barcode that says Sparkel Bubble Touch Control Contact Us. There's a barcode, so I guess it's got the serial number and everything there. That's cool. Then there's more tape. And there's even plastic on the power cord. I'm going to go ahead and untwist this twisty tie. And we'll talk more about how this machine supposedly works, because I've never used one, but it's got a power cord that's not very long, maybe 3 foot total in length. That should be okay. I always like longer power cords just in case you need to do a real long reach. Anyway, this is here. Here's the front. Now this one's held in by some cardboard. This is where the scissors may come in handy. Slit this. How do you slide that son of a bees weasels out? Oh, there we go, okay. And this is just there. This is the bottle. What happens is, we won't talk about that yet. Here's the bottle, here's the plastic. Got that out. More tape. There's tape on the top. And quick instruction guide that tells you what to do. And tape. So it's got everything that can open or close or swivel around held in by tape. So that's cool. These do have this little mechanism because you're basically feeding this concoction of air that's created by A and B that you go up here and you drop in this little hole. I'll kind of... Ooh, okay, there's a hole in here. We love our holes. Rabbits like holes, squirrels like holes. We just love the holes. That's what the whole human race is about. Going after the hole. Okay, hole in one, golf. I mean, we're always trying to put something in a hole. Did the caveman start that? Who was the first one that started the whole thing? whole thing. Okay, so you put the concoction of A and B in here. You shut this little lid and it locks. Then you grab the bottle. So the bottle's got a butt side and a top side. And there's like little, I'm going to call it like a little valve-y kind of thing here that lets pressure in. And it only goes out if you push it to let the little bubbles out. The air concoction comes from down here. The water tank in the back gets filled up by water. That water then will mix with this concoction when you push how many bubbles you want and go. And then once it's going, it drops that into a little cavity down here where you will get the dispensary of stuff later that you got to chuck. But inside here, there's a mixture of water, A and B. It does its fizzy. It then pumps through the bottom of this bottle that has to lock in tight, like so. And I'm not going to push it in case there's something in here. And it locks it in tight. It thrusts air through the bottom of the hole. It mixes with all your infusing things, vegetables, cucumber, I don't know, whatever, Pepsi stuff, syrup, and it jiggles it around for a while, and eventually it says, I'm done, and then you've got a carbonated beverage without any CO2 cartridge. That just amazes me. It's like 3D printing it. How do they do that? So anyway, I'm not going to tell you you can Google it, but basically A and B are common things that you can buy in bulk. I'm going to buy these packets for now, and you stick them in. It does the reaction. It fills up your drink. And I've got 3 of these. I purchased some extras, which we'll show at a later time. And it gives you that much soda or whatever you create. And then you're off and going. I want to taste it. Does it taste good? Great. If it tastes so-so, this box is about, $150 for the machine itself. But by the time you buy extra bottles and other things, it was a little over $200 plus tax for me, because I got some extra of these and some Pepsi syrup. Yes, I'm going to start out drinking a bad-for-you drink. Sorry. But then the wife and I will make some good ones that are supposedly healthier. But anyway, you don't buy CO2 cartridges. It blows my mind. You make your own CO2 by common over-the-shelf, over-the-counter, I should say, a stuff, and it does a reaction. It makes your drink. It dumps the ending nuclear reaction in this little thing that you then just dump out and clean out, and you're done. That's it. None of that goes into your drink. It's just the air going into your drink and getting it all crazy in here. And then when you get your drink, these lids come off. You can, and like I said, there's little valves. Let me kind of show you. I don't know how good this will come in, but here's the bottom valve. I was going to say what it looks like, but I'm not going to go there. And then here's the top of it. And you basically can push with your pinky to release a little of the air, and then open it up, and then pour yourself a drink, and you've got a carbonated beverage. So if you're a nerd like me on the computer all day long, you probably drink a lot of soda, and so maybe this is a way for you to do it yourself, learn to make maybe sodas that are a little bit healthier for you, because a lot of us older nerds are getting girthier in size, but maybe drink a little bit more healthy. And I think this will be a good, hopefully, as used as our machine over here, the air fryer, that we use this a lot and enjoy it. So thanks for watching the video. The next video to come up after this phone stops ringing is, what is it going to be? Oh, first use or second use. So thanks for watching. Bye.